Okay, I think I made it. This is Victorian London, sometime in the 1870s. The city is huge, crowded, loud, and honestly already kind of intimidating. We've got gas lamps, horse traffic, wet streets, and people working before most of London even wakes up. If you're new here, hi, I'm Zara. I'm a 22-year-old travel vlogger from 2026, and somehow my itinerary now includes time travel. Today I'm not watching Victorian London from a museum wall. I'm walking through it, smelling it, getting pushed around by it, and hopefully not getting run over by a cart. Look at this place. Flowers, vegetables, fruit baskets, carts everywhere. People shouting, lifting, bargaining, moving. It's like the whole city decided to start the day at once. And I am already in someone's way. I can feel it. This isn't a cute little market stroll. This is work. Everyone already knows where to stand, when to move, who has the right of way. I'm trying to narrate, but the street is basically telling me, not here, Zara. Move. Okay, I may have made a mistake. I'm standing in the wrong spot. Big car energy? This is not me exploring. This is me becoming a traffic problem in 1870s London.
Move along, miss. Don't stop in the path.
Yep. First rule of Victorian London, if you stop moving, you become part of the problem.
Okay, I'm just gonna show you what I'm seeing, because this is impossible to explain. Everyone is moving at once. Crates, flowers, carts, people shouting prices. There are gaps in the crowd for about half a second, and if you miss one, you're stuck.
So this is not retail tourism. This is a working wholesale market. Hotels, restaurants, institutions, and household buyers are all trying to get food and flowers before freshness drops and prices move. Basically, if I hesitate, I'm not being thoughtful. I'm being expensive. Could I buy, like, one apple? Or is that the most annoying question anyone has asked you today?
One apple? Love, this place moves boxes, not moods.
Right. I have entered the wrong economic scale.
Goods come in before dawn. Freshness falls, prices fall, tempers rise. So if you're standing still, you're not shopping, you're scenery.
I have never been professionally insulted by a flower seller before, but honestly, fair. I'm learning. I'm moving with confidence.
Sorry, miss. Coming through.
Still learning. Definitely still learning. That child just moved through this crowd better than I moved through an airport. Even the kids know the rules here. Where to stand, when to run, when to freeze. Victorian London is basically teaching traffic awareness as a survival skill. I thought I was visiting a market. I was actually entering a machine. Everyone here knows the timing, the routes, the prices, the gaps in the crowd. If you stop, you don't just pause. You interrupt the whole system. Victorian London has already humbled me, and we're barely started. I'm leaving before someone charges me rent for standing in the wrong place. But look at this one more time. Flowers, carts, wet stone, straw, people shouting prices. It's messy, but it's not random. It's a rhythm. Okay, the city just changed shape. A minute ago, it was market chaos. Now the streets are getting narrower, the buildings feel closer, and people aren't just passing through, they're living out here. Doorways, steps, corners, everything is being used. This is 7 Dials. 7 streets meeting in one tight place, and you can barely see ahead before the road bends again. It feels like the city folded in on itself. People aren't walking randomly. They're cutting angles, dodging carts, reading the crowd. I'm going to show you this from my eyes because the space is so tight. People are passing close enough to brush my sleeve. Children are waiting at the edges like they already understand traffic better than I do. Every doorway feels like part of the street. I just tried to walk straight through, which apparently marks me as a complete amateur. Everyone else is cutting diagonally, slipping through tiny gaps, and I'm out here moving like a confused museum visitor with ankles. I think I'm doing something wrong again.
You're standing where people need to move.
That does sound like something I would do.
Don't walk straight through. Cut diagonally, wait for gaps. Keep moving. Don't stop in the middle.
So Victorian London has foot traffic rules, but everyone learns them by being publicly judged?
That's one way to learn.
Okay. Diagonal, wait for the gap, keep moving. I'm doing it. I'm basically local now. Oh! No, absolutely not. That cart has priority. I retract my confidence. As I move east, the feeling changes again. It's still crowded, but now it's less about traffic and more about living space. People aren't just passing through the street. The street is where life is happening, because inside looks too small to hold it. This is different. It's not just busy. It's crowded in a way that feels personal. Victorian London isn't one city feeling. It changes street by street. Whitechapel feels different immediately. It's crowded, but not in the market way. Here, the street is almost part of the home. People are waiting in doorways, children are sitting on steps, laundry is hanging above us. It feels like inside simply isn't big enough to hold everyone's life. I'm slowing down here. The details matter. The steps are full. The windows are close together. People are waiting outside because there isn't much private space to retreat into. This isn't just a street. It's a hallway, a kitchen edge, a waiting room, and a neighborhood all at once. Is it always this busy outside?
Inside smaller than you think. You wait out here, wash out here, talk out here, sometimes cook near the door. Street sees everything.
So the street isn't separate from home. It is part of home. Oh. Oh. Wait. I think this is yours. Careful there. I've got it. No dramatic time traveler damage today. That tiny moment was sweet, but it also made this feel more real. This street is crowded because life has nowhere else to go. Home, work, waiting, washing, watching children, hearing news, it all spills outside. Victorian London isn't just grand buildings. It's people making space where there isn't enough.
We have arrived at Smithfield, and the first thing I need to say is the smell hits before the visuals do. This is where London gets fed before most people are even awake. It's damp, it's loud, it's busy, and every single person here looks like they know exactly where I should not stand.
Actual question. How do you feed a city this huge without modern refrigeration? Because Smithfield's answer is basically speed. Move everything before daylight, before heat, before crowds, before delay turns into loss. This is not a market designed for comfort. It is designed to keep London eating. Look at the floor. Sawdust everywhere, damp stone underneath, boots adjusting every few steps. The work has a rhythm. Loads move in, tools get wiped, carts empty, and the whole place keeps going. It feels risky, but also strangely organized. So the timing is the whole point.
Aye. Move it before heat, before crowds, before the city wakes. Late here means late everywhere.
So breakfast depends on working while everyone else is asleep.
That's London.
Extremely...
Mind the floor.
Yep. The floor has opinions. Strong ones. What gets me is that nothing really stops. Someone slips, someone adjusts, someone else steps in, and the work keeps moving. This is how a city hides its effort. By the time most people wake up, the hardest part of feeding London has already happened. We've reached St. Katharine docks, and suddenly London feels connected to the entire world. Ships, warehouses, ropes, crates, tea, sugar, wool, spires. Everything is moving in and out. It's not quiet, it's not pretty, but it feels like the city's bloodstream.
This part is tense. Men are waiting at the gate, and work isn't guaranteed. A name, a nod, one quick gesture, and your whole day changes. Some move straight in. Some just wait longer.
Look at what's moving through here. Tea, sugar, tobacco, spices, wool. This is the empire arriving in boxes and sacks. But it doesn't magically become London life. Someone unloads it, guards it, counts it, carries it, stores it, and move it again. Do you know if you're working before you arrive?
No. You wait. If they pick you, you move. If they don't, you try somewhere else.
So the whole day can depend on being chosen at the gate.
That's dock work.
I'm standing to the side. I think this is safe.
Find the load!
Oh, nope. More side. There is always a more side. Minding it. Respectfully terrified of it.
London looks powerful from the outside, but here you can see what that power is made of. Ships, goods, gates, waiting men, wet ropes, sore hands, and hard work. The city doesn't just receive the world, it processes it, counts it, carries it, and sends it back into the streets. After markets, narrow streets, Whitechapel, Smithfield, and the docks, this feels almost unreal. The road is wide, the river wall is straight, the lamps are evenly spaced. Victorian London just went from survival maze to engineered calm. The contrast is kind of shocking. A few scenes ago, every doorway was crowded and every step needed negotiation. Here, people can actually walk in lines. The city feels measured, drained, polished. But that calm didn't happen by accident. It was built. Just look at the geometry here. Straight lines, open air, water held back by stone, people moving without constantly negotiating space. It feels calm because it has been designed to feel calm. But clean surfaces doesn't mean problems disappear. Waste moves somewhere else. Congestion moves somewhere else. Labor moves out of sight. This place is beautiful, but it also teaches a very modern trick. If a system works well enough, most people stop seeing it. This might be the most modern feeling place I've seen today. Not because it looks like 2026, but because the idea feels familiar. Hide the systems, control the flow, make the surface feel calm. Victorian London was basically learning how the modern city should behave. The wild part is that some of the most important history here is under my feet. The embankment helped carry new sewer systems, control the river edge, improve drainage, and create a reliable roadway. The surface looks calm because the mess has been moved into systems. Okay, London has changed mood again. We've gone from docks and systems to gas lamps, theater doors, music, CAS, queues, and people absolutely everywhere. This is Leicester Square at night, and it feels like the whole city came here to stop being tired for 5 minutes. It's wild how fast the city changes. A few minutes ago, everything was cargo, drains, labor, timing. Here, it's laughter, lights, gossip, ticket sellers, and people lingering on purpose. The pressure didn't disappear. It just put on better lighting.
Evening, miss. Best seats, best laughs, worst singing in London, if you're lucky.
That is the most honest marketing I've ever heard.
They'll drop your head. Honesty costs extra.
Personal space, not invented yet. People are brushing past me, the queue is moving sideways, a cab is somehow both stopped and in the way, and I am discovering that Victorian nightlife is basically a full contact sport with better hats.
This district feels fun, but it's also doing a job. After markets, docks, cramped rooms, and long workdays, people come here to pause. Theater, music, drinks, jokes, lights. It doesn't remove the pressure. It converts it into spectacle and spending for a night.
I was in the queue first.
You were in the road first?
I'm not taking sides. Mainly because both sides look like they could out-argue me in under 10 seconds.
I'm leaving the brightest part of Leicester Square now, and it's strange how quickly the mood changes. Behind me, it's music, tickets, lights, people laughing. Just a few steps away, the city already feels quieter, darker, and a little less interested in being charming. One turn. That's all it took. The crowd thinned, the lamps fell farther apart, and suddenly, I'm extremely aware that my entire survival strategy is vibes and a bad sense of direction. Victorian London at night is not one mood. It changes block by block.
I think I may have taken the wrong street, which is a very classic Zara travel moment, except usually there's GPS, street lights, and a coffee shop nearby. Here, there is a gas lamp, a wet wall, and my confidence leaving the scene.
Main road's that way, love. Don't linger down here.
Thank you. I was fully pretending I knew that.
You didn't?
Correct. And now we're somehow back near morning. The entertainment fades, the side streets quiet down, and the carts start appearing again. London doesn't really sleep. It just changes shifts. Night becomes labor before you even notice the day starting.
No Zara face for a second. Just watch the city restart. Crates come out, wheels roll over wet stone, lamps fade, voices return. It's not a dramatic beginning. It's routine. And that might be the most Victorian thing about it.
I thought Victorian London would feel like old buildings in fog, but it's pressure, work, smell, sound, speed, crowding, hidden systems, small kindnesses, and people surviving inside all of it. The modern city didn't appear from nowhere. A lot of it was practiced here, street by street. So tell me, which street surprised you most? Covent Garden, Seven Dials, Whitechapel, Smithfield, the Docks, the Embankment, or Leicester Square at night? I'm Zara, this was Victorian London, and if you want more time travel vlogs, subscribe. I need a nap and a very modern shower.